Hey, Shalom. Shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His Heavenly Son. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mekakadash. Double honors to the apostles of New York, the Rainbow Stone, GMS. I'm so I can run the planet with the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to the righteous sisters of the hope of righteous elect. You can't leapfrog over your husband. Get to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the children of the hope for righteous elect. God bless and keep you. With no further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Brother Uriah.
And Brother Kadashia, Shalom.
Brother Diane.
And we're just coming to you with another lesson. As you see in the title, that notable day of this blood moon lunar eclipse, that notable day. This last Passover, we had a blood moon. What is a blood moon? A blood moon is a popular term for a total lunar eclipse which occurs when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, blocking sunlight and casting a shadow on the moon. The moon appears red or rusty orange due to the sunlight interaction. All right. So one little tip on the sun, when you got the moon and then the Earth is between it, and then the sun, it casts a reddish, orangish. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. All right. Slackers. It's all good. All right. And this is the image that it looked like.
Pour out my spirit upon all flesh.
That's already happened. And this has happened before the moon, the blood moon. The Lord has been pouring His Spirit upon all flesh. We can go as far back as when the Terminator producer, all right, did the Sarah Connor scene. He said he had a dream. He had a vision. All right. I don't know if I can find some of that Terminator producer who had the dream about nuclear war. Let's see. The Terminator producer had a fever dream about nuclear war and a chrome skeleton emerging from fire. It was inspired. That film's premise is James Cameron. The dream was vividly realized by James Cameron and his team, and at that time was one of the most realistic depictions of nuclear holocaust put to film. Okay. The Lord, they got that's a so-called heathen, right? The Lord says He's gonna pour it on all flesh. The Lord has been already showing us the end, all right? How many dystopian end time movies are there out right now? End of the world movies. What was the one with the Tesla?
Leave the
World Behind. All right, you had the one that was on Civil War. The one that was on Angel Studios. I forgot that one. It's a different one. It's a whole bunch of
that Fallout show.
The Road. Okay. There's a lot of hey, shalom.
My spirit told me he was gonna kick one off, man. Showing up as soon as I pulled up.
Jake just pulled up. Shalom, brother. Y'all
surprised to see you here, not on a Saturday. You don't fuck with me during the week. This is y'all take out the cameras. This is a special event right here, guys. All right, but there's a lot of movies right now, and a lot of situations. And matter of fact, I've done it before. You say, "Are we living in the end times?" Let's see. Matter of fact, are we living in the end of days? So it says 7 reasons. This is a different video. 7 reasons I believe we're at the very end. Next time, are we living in the last days? Are the events blah 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 ramping up to Revelations? Are the end times upon us? Blah blah blah. The end of the world according to the Bible. 6 signs that the world's in. Revelations explains how we know that we're blah blah blah. Signs of the end times. Blah blah blah. Are we the only generation in history? Blah blah blah. Are we seeing signs of the end times? Blah, blah. Somebody give me you give me because you're still there. Give me 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter of Bible, Kusha. But I'm just going. I just put in there. Okay. Are we in there? I meant to say that. Are we living in the end days? And I got video after 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 video of different people across the planet saying we are living in the end days, or they believe we are in the end days.
They have this doomsday clock.
Yes.
Doomsday clock.
Yeah, I pull it up.
Constantly getting closer and closer to that time, man. It say as of 2025, the doomsday clock is set to 89 seconds.
Damn.
What does that mean, man? 89 seconds to doomsday, man. They know that global catastrophe is coming, man. They just don't know when, you know?
Right, and it's the closest it's ever been, by the way.
That's right. It's in closer and closer to that time of calamity, man.
And the word doomsday, doom, as we went to recently, that doesn't it means law, statutes, commandments, and justice and judgment. So it's doom in the negative sense if you're wicked, but it's righteous in the righteous sense if you're righteous. The judgment. All right, but we're here at judgment, okay? Not yet. What's the more? So go.
It says right here, back in Acts 2:17, and it will come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
And there's some beautiful brothers with visions and dreams. I mean, scary ones, man. One brother had the dream where he saw a whole bunch of brothers, and they was getting all vetted by the apostles and coming over. Then some wasn't coming over. Then some who thought who were in camps thought they was going to be cool. Who thought they was going to be cool, who didn't get cool, and here they are with the scriptures. No, but y'all was dying. But hold on, but did I say it? Which goes in the scripture says some would say, Lord, Lord, did not prophesy in your name. He's going to say, I don't know you. Get the fuck away from me. All right. That we are living in the last days. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 18, and on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire, and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord come.
Go back again.
Verse 18 says, and on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit.
So not only on all flesh, he's pouring out the lion's share on his servants, the real men of the Lord. Okay? And I try to intimate this to different people. Like, no, the Lord is putting a heavy spirit on it. I can feel it. After the blood moon and the Passover, I got the feeling like I got over 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whenever 9/11 was, 2001, I think. I had the same feeling of something big and impending was coming. It was just dripped on my spirit. I couldn't understand it. Like, no, something fucked up, something happened. And I remember I drove my mama down to her mom's funeral from Michigan to Texas. And on the way back, I was like, Ma, we had a long ride. We just had a spiritual conversation. I was like, Mom, something big is about to happen. Something really big. Something's going to change the course of the world as we know it. I don't know what it is and don't know when it is, but I feel something impending in my spirit. A couple months down the line, 9/11 happened, changed a whole bunch of shit. I got that same set feeling. And in between that time, even in the faith, every time I was in this faith and I did something or was suspect on something through the spirit, I get that feeling. And every single time I got that feeling, I would tell my brother sometime, man, I feel some type of way, bro. I'm fucked up. I'm in trouble, bro. I know I did something I don't even know. And he was like, you're right, bro. You got a couple of brothers. Yeah. Next thing you know, that counsel, what? The Lord, he said he poured his spirit on his servants. All right? He could, as a matter of fact, the Lord says, surely Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret to his servants, the prophets. So who he's speaking to the most out of all his pouring out of his spirit? So-called Negro, Latino, Native American, the 144 hopeful, righteous elect. Okay, go ahead.
And it says, and on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy.
So we're prophesying. We have been prophesying, and we're going to continue to prophesy. Isaiah 69. How long, Lord? until I come and utterly make this place desolate and would make it wasted away. All right, go ahead.
And it says, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath.
So the Lord's been showing wonders in the heavens. The Lord's been showing the wonders in the earth. We have fires, earthquakes, tempests. We have riots, earthquakes, rumors of wars, uprisings of the people. Mr. Biggs, I will put you out, Mr. Biggs. Sit down. No, not right now. We're teaching. All right, go ahead.
And it says, blood and fire and vapor of smoke.
And all that's been going on. Go ahead.
The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood.
The sun what?
The sun shall be turned into darkness.
What happened last summer? I remember at work, I was so happy. I was in the middle of having to do something at the time. It came in full effect. I was waiting for the load up the truck. I got out and I looked up and I, saw it, and I was finding ways to see it through my phone. Otherwise, I didn't have the shield shit. Then Jake sister and some other nigga came out, and they had the little spectrum thing, and I said, hey, check them out. I saw it. It was absolutely beautiful. But the sun, that was the eclipse last year. Right?
It says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood.
And now we've had a blood moon on March 13th, and it coincides with the Passover. Just like the Lord said and prophesied, the blood moon was going to come. But then on the Passover, now I want you to read that again, but give me a second. I got to remember what the scripture's at, because there's also, let me see, give me 1 second. But go ahead, read it again.
It says, verse 20, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come.
So he said the sun, and then he said the moon.
The moon shall be turned into blood.
Before the what?
Before that great and notable day of the Lord come.
The Lord what?
Before that great and notable day of the Lord come.
Who got a second address? Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Then, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs.
So wait a minute. It said, this read it again, so like the brother was talking to you. So
This start back from the top.
yes, sir.
This the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt
So
thou.
first he said, measure the time diligently. How do you measure the time spiritually? So if I ask somebody, hey, excuse me, sir, measure the time. It's about 9:54 p.m. That's not measuring the time. Measuring the time is corresponding with the time we're living in today, that is juxtaposition with the scriptures of the prophecies that are going to come to pass to let you know when the Lord. He says, read it again.
2 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before.
He says, measure the time, and we see parts of the what?
And when thou seest part of the signs past.
What are the signs? Those are the prophecies. You just read it. The notable day of the Lord, there's going to be the sun is going to turn to, the sun's going to be darkened, and the moon's going to turn to blood. And that day, and then, and particular notable day of the Lord. That's a sign. Ezekiel, the 12th chapter says, go and set up things for removing, cover yourself and go out there and tell the people, I am your sign. The Lord tells you, now where now the prophets come out there, got signs, some of they're doing, coming up, bringing our stuff, going in and out. Prophets are rebuking the people and preparing the way of Yahweh Shai. That's a sign. Okay? The love of many waxing cold. That's a sign. Got something quick?
Matthew, the 16th chapter.
Quick.
This is the book of Matthew, the 16th chapter, starting at the 2nd verse, and it reads, He answered and said unto them, When it is evening, ye say, It will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
So you can sit there and say, oh man, it's gonna be raining tomorrow. Oh man, it's gonna be nice today. Oh, it's gonna be snowing Sunday. You prognosticate, it's gonna prognosticate every motherfucking thing on this earth. All right? Oh, I know the Lakers ain't winning shit this year. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as it comes down to the spirit of Yahweh in the holy book, which damn near every single book, it's the #1 bestseller all time, worldwide, for eternity, and you don't know the signs of the times, that's on you. Was it more than that? Was it?
No, kind of. Yeah,
right there.
This is Ezekiel 12 and 21.
Yeah, it's cooking, let's cook.
And the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
All
right. And so our people, for a very long time, they always are in the mentality and in the spirit that that's not going to happen in my lifetime. That's not going to happen because you know what? They've been saying that since I was a little kid. Yeah, I got aunts that say that, man. And they be like in their 40s, 50 years old, man. And then they be saying that their grandmas used to say that, and that their grandmas used to say that. So that's a proverb amongst our people that ultimately, you know, the days are prolonged. All right. But the thing is, we are living in the last days where the effect of every vision is going to come to pass, man.
All that's right. See, and now, that's why that it's almost like the story, the fable, the boy who cried wolf.
Right.
They think Yahweh Bashim Yashai is the boy, all right, who's crying wolf. See, the Lord's not crying wolf. He said, at a particular appointed time. He's always talked about an appointed time. Matter of fact, you got your fingers. That's okay. No, that's perfect. Beat on that. I got you. I just had it. What do you say? At the appointed time.
That the effect of every vision.
Right. It'll come back to the spirit. I lost it. It's all right. Let me get this one. This is Matthew 27 and 44. No, 43. No. No. Okay. 45. For now, Matthew 27 and 45. Now from the 6th hour, there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. What was that darkness? It was in the daytime. That's an eclipse. All right. Hey, I'm doing a little lesson here, Jimmy. All right. That was an eclipse. All right. That was an eclipse. That darkness in the daytime, because hold on. Let me go back. All the land until the 9th hour. All right. So that was not nighttime. That's in the daytime. All right. And he said there was darkness in the land. So that's an eclipse. All right. And about the 9th hour, Yahushua cried with a loud voice, Aliyah, Aliyah, Lama Sabachthaniah. That is to say, my power, why have thou forsaken me? All right. Some of them that stood there then heard that, said, this man calleth for Elias. Why? Or the prophet Elijah, which, that his name is Aliyah. But Allah is power or God. And Yah at the end of the word is the Heavenly Father, or Yah, just the YH. The YA is my. The Yah, or the Ha, the breath at the end, that's the name of the Father. Yahweh is a Ha at the end. All right. So when he said Elijah, Elijah, he was saying my power, my power. But some thought he was saying he's talking about Elijah, right? And it says, and straightway one of them ran and took a sponge, filled it with vinegar, and put it in his reed and gave him a drink. The rest said, let it be, let us see whether Elias will come and save him. Yahushua, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were open, and many bodies of the saints which slept, which were in the spirit world, came back, arose, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city and appeared unto many. So after Yahushua gave it like this, here's a big eclipse, all right? A huge earthquake, the veil rent, all right? And then people raised, the racists coming out of their graves, man, prophesying about the Lord.
That's right.
And then they know motherfuckers like, Pookie, we just buried you. What the fuck you doing looking like you? No conditions, you looking young, what the fuck? You know, that's power and that's signs and that's prophecy coming back to this notable day. Why was that so significant? And around what time was Yahushua killed? The Passover. Right after the Passover, that Passover lamb with the eclipse. And then now we're here right at the Passover. And I was talking to the elder Malcolm. I said, man, I don't recall an eclipse being nowhere near a Passover in all my ministry. He said, brother, I can't either. With the blood moon, which writes up with the scripture.
And phases were 6 hours.
You know?
And Yahushua was crucified in 6 hours.
The 9th hour. He was crucified in the 9th hour. Well, so like from 6 hours, okay. Now from the 6th hour, there was darkness over to the 9th hour, Salaki. So I'll say it's for 6 hours, 6, but then 6 to 9. The bottom line is it was eclipse back there, eclipse right now. And it's signifying a change. All right. And that's not the only scriptures that bold that prediction. And I'm going to give a couple more. Give me Joel, somebody give me Joel 2 and 31, but we can go up a little bit and see 2 and matter of fact, we can go just say the same thing. 2 and let's see, we might want to go up a little bit in this one. We'll go that far. All right, let's see, verse 28, Joel 2:28.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 28. It says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in
and that was
the earth.
a wonderful sight. How many ask y'all, how many times you looked up in the sky and saw the moon 100% looking like it red, oranges, or whatever? That's rare. And if you don't take the weight that the Lord is bringing it in and the prophecies are coming in, you're gonna miss it. Where?
It says, verse 30, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into
Hold on, you
darkness.
said blood. How many rivers have been turned into blood, though?
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna show it. How many rivers have turned into blood or red? How many rivers in the last few years have turned red? All right. In recent years, several rivers have turned a noticeable red color, including the Sarandi Canal in Argentina, the Mingyang River in China, and rivers near Norilsk in Siberia. And I believe it was a whole bunch more. They just thrown out a couple, and Esau's not going to go hard on it because he don't want to go he don't want to reveal the truth. All right, but the Lord said the rivers should turn into blood. All right, before the Most High come back. So the Lord is showing that something is about that time. You know, the M to the O to the T to the B. On your mark, get set, go. Right, that's the M. Right, so the O is T is the. B is you just take your favorite, you know, B to the east, right? Your favorite animal, you know, and that's what they want to put into your hand, a little small piece of tech that they want to put under the epidermis. Got to speak in fucking code. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was free speech. I thought all of that. No, this is bullshit. All right, go ahead.
Says the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Jehovah Shem Yahushai come.
He said this. The sun shall what?
Says the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Jehovah Shem Yahushai come.
So he said, when you see these things happening, and it happens, the Most High is knocking, knock, knock at the door. All right. Now, if the Lord said He's knocking at the door, then He said, what manner of people we should be out to be. Okay, we had to change our behavior. We had to make some adjustments though, because we as a people and as a nation, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we've been way off. Okay, the Lord said, Jacob is revolted and gone. But my people are found wicked men. All right, but He also left a remnant, a beacon, and that's us. So when we see these notable days, we see these signs, we're yelling and we're screaming and we're waving the flag on the flag. It's about that time. It's ready to go. Sound it. All right, hey, get your shit the fuck together. Papa coming home.
That's right.
If you could receive it.
This is Psalms 86 and 17. Show me a token for good, that they which hate me may see it and be ashamed. Because thou, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, has hope in me and comforted me. So right now, the Lord is showing us tokens for good, man. And who hates us? Starting with Amalek, right, at the top, and all these Edomites and everybody that's confederate with these devils, man. All right, they all hate us, man. But guess what? They're seeing what we're seeing, and they're afraid, man. All right, they're afraid because the Lord is showing us tokens for good, omens. He's showing us signs, things that ultimately, if you're in the spirit, these are things that are going to make you excited, man, because we're living in some beautiful times. Even though it's scary, it's very beautiful times, man. All right?
That's right. Revelations, the 6th chapter and the 12th verse. And I beheld when He had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. Speaking of earthquakes, yesterday was over 33 earthquakes. There's always, the Lord has been increasing earthquakes every fucking day for years, and bigger and more devastating, leading up to the major, biggest ones coming down the pipe. All right, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hell, and the moon became as blood. This is the scriptures. This is about the what? Let's see. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth. How many super fucking stars have been getting killed? And then or dying or dropping dead. You know what I'm saying? How many planes been falling out of the heaven? And when the plane is way up in heaven, we confuse them sometimes as what? A star, a chariot. All right? But the Lord has been shaking this fucking place and bringing all kind of calamities and bringing all kind of turmoil, wars, rumors of wars that are already going on, uprisings of the people. Somebody, you had second Edges 9, right? You finished that one? Or still on that? All right, but somebody gets second Edges 15 on that. And the heaven, stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain in the land were removed out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves. And the dens and the rocks of the mountains. All right, that's the end of time. All right, and ultimately the missiles gonna come. Them bright little bright missiles gonna be up there, and they're gonna come on down, and they're gonna blow this place up, bro. Not only America, but Israel. Not only Israel, multiple kingdoms are going to get rocked by thermal, nuclear, missile fire, and chariot fire. Because the Most High going to get in on his own, and his spirit is going to be in that fire. All right? It's going to cleanse the earth that he made. Papa going to do his holy work. All right? What you got? What you got?
No, that's second.
Wait.
Okay, there's so much beat there.
Well, no. Just hold the second there. I want him to finish what he got.
Okay,
You got to do something? Oh, well, that shit. Tell him we in the lesson. He'll get it. Just ask him, say, I'm in the lesson, brother. Why you doing that? Go ahead, brother. Start with verse 14.
14?
Yes.
Okay, at verse 14, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, and the 14th verse, it reads, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
That's right. It's like that's right. So it said their house is going to be destroyed. Men going to be afraid. The love, like the scripture says, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, there's going to be seditions among people. That over there, you can see it right now. Several of the videos I was watching today. I don't know if it was on Instagram or I don't know if it was on YouTube, but it was a couple of different videos. I was watching, and the people were just snapping and cussing the fuck out of Esau. Esau was cussing the fuck out of Esau. No, you're lying. You said that, and this is not this, and this is not that. And they were pissed the fuck off. I'm gonna see if I can I can find a couple of them. Yes, sir.
I was gonna read 11.
Matter of fact,
Man, that's a beautiful one right
this
there.
one right here. This is their own people. Yep. This is their own people. All right.
Amalek against
this Amalek against Amalek. All right. Oh, that's a good one too. I might gonna play that one. I do went to CIA.gov and had a report in Russia over them trying to stop a chariot, and Beans came and fucked them all up, and and they got the information. That's not, but that's tough for another lesson. But it was another one. I think it must have been on the YouTube because it would have been. I think it would have been close. But there was in the boardroom. I mean, the meeting rooms like they do. Yeah, it has to be on YouTube because that one was on that one. I believe. But they the Edomites were not going. They was like, they were upset. All right, and I'm gonna see if I can find that one. But go continue.
Khan, I just wanted to get the 11th and the 12th verse also in that 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, because you had talked about the judgment that's going to be coming upon this place as far as the missiles. But the 11th chapter it reads, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. That's the Israelites, all right? That's the elect. And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. The 12th verse. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that our power, Yahweh Shai, shall bring upon it. And we know what those things are, which is ultimately going to be, that beast of destruction. All right, that's how it's going to end up. But yeah, y'all got to go through this that rough tough first. You know.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead. Jump back down.
Kind of. I don't know where we had left off at. I believe it was
Just
yeah,
jump
we were at
back.
sedition. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
The brother Yesharia, he had put something in the info room where, Congress and all these different, you got the Democrats and the Republicans, and they're at each other's throats, man.
That's
all right,
right.
because this current administration and everything that they're doing with Trump at the forefront, with all these executive orders, all these, all these federal workers that are getting fired, all these cuts and stuff, right? All these things that he's doing internationally, man, with the NATO and the EU, with the whole Ukraine situation, all right, the way that he's handling the Gaza situation. Everybody right now is looking at this man, and they're at each other's throats because there's absolutely a power shift going on within Congress, and they got everybody shook, man. And this is gonna have it's gonna play out upon the people, man. All right, because if the people in Congress are fucking fighting each other, you think that that's not gonna affect the people, man? All right, you think that's not gonna trickle down onto the average folk? All right, and people are not even paying attention to this shit. So when it cracks, they're not even gonna know when it happens, man. They're just gonna partake in the sedition because it's just gonna be all out chaos out here, man.
That's right. And that's what we're looking forward to. The Lord putting his hammer, his sword down on the earth. All right, reaping the earth. All right. The harvest is plenteous, the laborers are few. Pray the Lord, give us harvesters, man, which he's done. That's why he's taking the space down as we speak. Okay. That was in there, right? There's a little more. Was it?
Oh, this is second as 15. I mean, shoot.
We don't have no, once you hit the main point, it's the main point.
Yeah.
So you finished where you were. You can come back around, and we have to make this super long. We'll end up wrapping it up. Go ahead, because the point is proven. Come on.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time.
It's the very same time what?
Wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Now, I've been going through hell. Brothers and know, they know. You don't know, we all catching hell. All right? These things are accomplishing your brothers. Y'all all should be catching motherfucking hell. All right? But guess what? I think I said that to somebody. Somebody called me and they said, hey, how you doing? They came over, whatever. And I'm in my hell. They said, how you doing, brother? I'm like, I'm great, buddy. I think y'all try. He's about to come fuck this place. I'm ecstatic. I ain't got no higher than I can be. But I'm as low as you can fucking be with all the bullshit I gotta go put up and go deal with in this motherfucking place. So I'm okay. I'm balanced. Because I'm high on one hand on the right hand side and I'm low on the left hand side. You know what I'm saying? That actually balances out. All right? I'm cool. And then, like Paul said, I know how to abase. I know how to bound. All right? So we're working on it, But the Lord is giving, the more you see that, I quoted it earlier, but I got to get it now. And the more you see that day approaching, all right? The more that should make you happy. That should make you ecstatic, right? Hebrews 10, and this is where we'll start off. Go up a little bit. Yes. All right, verse 22. Let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith. Lord don't want no punk ass bitch. The Lord doesn't want no timid ass bitch. The Most High don't want no wavering ass bitch. All right? This is having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is wonderful doctrine. How shall a young man cleanse his way? By the washing the water, all right, of the word. All right. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he's faithful that promise. And let us consider one another to provoke one another unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more. That's why it's really on the apostles to heart and the top men of the Lord to push these videos, do this video. Brothers should be doing these videos daily. Push, push, push. It's the last push. All right, so. And so much the more as you see the day approaching. All right? So as we see the day approaching, we should be going super, super hard for the Lord. No Pegasaurus. All right? No Pegulator. Okay? No Peg Bunny.
Take it out.
All right? Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
And these are the effects and signs, and they're all coming to pass. Okay. Jason?
Yeah, just a quick one.
Could you have anything else? Did you put up that 1 Peter 4:7, right? That was you, right?
Yeah.
Quote that. Go ahead. Matter of fact, quote that real quick.
Was that?
If you're done with that one, right? So we're gonna let you quote that. You're gonna hit that. We're gonna wrap it up.
1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So yeah, the signs of the times. Just going back over and reiterating what was spoken. These are the signs of the times, and they are here. Hey, it's nearer than when we believe. So yeah, that hey, the end of all things is at hand. So be sober and watch the prayer.
That's right, brother.
That's it.
That's big, bro. Be sober and watch unto prayer. Okay, you should be sincerely knowing the times. The Lord said when the Most High really starts shaking his place, he said the remnant's going to be what? Affrighted. Why you cool then? Because you ain't with the Lord. How you at the Passover? Little G, big G's like a little one. A big G's like a little one. A big G's like a. Where the fuck are you a big G, nigga? There's only one true big G. That's Yahweh, who said, I made another big G, Yahweh Shai. And then he ordained him to have some little G's. So you're saying big G's not the little one. You Yahweh Shai. You Yahweh Shai. You the man.
Genesis.
Somebody. Yeah.
He the beginning.
He the beginning.
And
he the man.
Damn.
That pride, I'm telling you, that shit goes so fucking deep if you go into it.
That's it.
And it's Masonic. You look at my lessons. One did the other day, that big ass G with the damn near, why the G got a damn near upside down of damn near V, and then a regular V, and that's the fucking that's the Masonic shit. And then in the Passover, he big G, little one. These niggas had the Masonic aprons. Some of them had the Masonic aprons on. Look at us out of here. We see it. The Lord see it. We just prophesy and warn. All right. Who was reading? Was I reading?
No,
yeah, you finished that?
Yeah,
that was it. Cool.
Quick one. This is Proverbs 4:18. But the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day. And we're waiting for that perfect day, man. All right, that perfect day is approaching quickly, man. All right, and this is approaching quickly, like it says in the book of Hebrews. We have to come unto the throne of grace boldly, man, that we may find help in times of need. Those times of need are quickly approaching, man. All right, this society is about to collapse, but we are going to relish in that because we know that that's when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to stretch forth his hand upon his servants and deliver us, man. Just like he did in Egypt, just like he did during the book of Maccabees, just like he did to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, just like he did all the great men of the Lord, Daniel in the lion's den. All right, Joshua, when Joshua told the moon, stand thou still, and the sun, stand thou still, and the Lord allowed Joshua and the Israelites to murk their enemies
slave
until they finished it, man. All right, so all these great salvations that the Lord has wrought for us and for our forefathers all throughout history, What you think is going to happen right now at the last end, the last days when Yahushua is coming back, the Son of God, man, his second return, the long-awaited second return, man. All right, anticipated long-awaited. Man, what do you think is going to happen, man? It's going to be beautiful, man.
Brother, and all hell now, it's still beautiful.
Man.
All right, because this is part of the journey, this is part of the wheel, and we're within it, and we can see the finish line. It's just like this. You're in the fire, you're in a burning building, right? You're on the 10th floor, 11th floor, whatever, 12th floor, and there's a fire. You're like, what the fuck, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You're panicking, everybody, like, hold on. Okay, look, don't put them and do this, or make sure this, and hey, the fireman here, they coming down the street, I hear the sirens. That will give you a motherfucking sense of relief. Because you're like, okay, you know what? While you're trying to figure this out, man, hopefully they can give me a net. Hopefully they can come here and get this shit out of here. Even while you're in the fire, you still can have a sense of like hope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord has given us that hope. So I don't like struggling. I don't like being hurt. And lately I've been so down and going through and battling so many different things, the heavy things. It's been to the point where I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like to be overwhelmingly buried the fuck down. It's negative and hurt and down, and everybody see, how you doing? Boom. How you doing, but shalom, bulldog? I mean, that's not me. I'm the one up there trying to arm lock you when I say, hey, shalom, okay, all right, shalom. So like, I got a joke. I want to make you laugh and smile. That's my spirit. So I don't like that shit. But guess what? These things are accomplishing your brother, and who's the number one? How about you, Yahushua? And he said he was more marred than anyone. Okay, and he said, can you drink of this cup? Can you drink of this cup? We drinking. And it don't taste that good. But the result is the gains. All right? You go in the end, the gains, the victory, the win. So, anybody have any other scripture?
All right.
We'll close on yours.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 46 and verse 10. Be still and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth.
Oh, and now, land back into what Apostle Gabar went into a couple of weeks ago on a technical prayer. Take that to the Lord and say, Lord, I thought you said you was going to be exalted in the earth. They still calling on Trump. He gonna have to speak on the Lord. The Lord said the Almighty King is gonna leap off his throne. All right. So trust, pray, beg. He said, give him no rest. Just like how it's right now was saying, learn to be comfortably uncomfortable. From the apostle, the top apostle said. All right. You want to speak one in?
It's a lot. You started turning me on.
I didn't. The Lord did.
It's saying right here, Psalms 94.
I was trying to end it.
The
Lord's like, no.
You started going in, Zaquan. It says right here, Psalms 94 and 1. O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to whom vengeance belongeth. O God, to whom vengeance belongeth. Show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
Get them.
And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves.
Get them.
They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage.
Come on.
They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, the Lord shall not see it, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Nah, man. Fuck that shit, man. Look, Yahushua got his eyes on everything, man.
Everything.
And now that the prophets are here on earth, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man, and they've been bringing it up for years, man. You think the Lord hasn't been watching our tears, man? Our turmoil, man? Everything we've been fucking going through, bro? Look, man, the Lord is coming back, bro. We gotta hold on and just cleave, man. Yahushua, vengeance belongs unto the Lord, man. And he's gonna avenge us, man. You gotta trust in that. You gotta be still and know that he is God. That he is gonna be exalted in the earth. He is gonna be exalted among the heathen. You gotta have faith in that, man. The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, but a power, of love, and of a sound mind. Why do we have a sound mind? The Lord gave us the word, man. We got something to hope in.
We got a lively hope. And we got a more sure word of prophecy, man. Look, man, we got everything that we got. We got the full arsenal on deck, man. All right? The Lord didn't leave us with no shield, armorless, with no sword. He gave us the sword of the Spirit, which is the word. He gave us the helmet, all right, the salvation, the shield of faith to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Look, man, tap in, man. All right? Because the Lord is coming quickly, man. And if you're not covered by the blood of Yahushua, you're going to be fucking smoked, man, when the Lord comes back with that vengeance.
That's it.
All right?
That's right, brother. And now you fired me up.
It's a lie.
Yes.
Right.
I ain't gonna read this. I ain't gonna read this whole chapter. I'm just gonna give you all a snippet, and I'm gonna ask you all, especially when you're going through. I was really, 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 really dark in the fire, and going through some very serious shit. And I was like, you know, shit to touch home. I'm not gonna put no business out there. If you know, you know. And I was like, man, Lord, I want to go do this. I want to do that. I want to put things in my hand. I want to wipe the bell. And the Lord just told me, just wait. And he kept just waiting on him and just follow his plan. And so he gave me Psalms 35. And I read it several times. You know, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And that calmed my spirit. I'm just going to read just a snippet and then you read the rest. Because you need to know. And you said things that triggered that. So this is Psalms 35:1. A psalm of David. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive against me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for mine help. Draw out the spear. Stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Like the NLT, I will give you victory. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as a chaff before the wind. And let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery. And let the angel of the Lord persecute them. For without cause have they hid from me in that in the pit, which without cause they have did for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch us up into that very destruction that him for. And my soul shall be joyful in Yahweh. It shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Yahweh, who is like unto thee, Father? You're the baddest, you're the baddest, the roughest, toughest, everything. You're my first, my last, my everything. All right. Which delivers the poor from him that is too strong. Yea, the poor needy from him that spoils him. I'm gonna stop now because otherwise I'm gonna keep going. There's another 18 verses. I'm not gonna read all that. Go read it, especially when you're down, especially when you're going through. I was so low, and now the Lord built me up. He built me up, and the brotherhood too. I'm not going to say, and the prayers for the brotherhood. That's why we pray for them. And I know I've asked every single brother what they're going through, and it's the same. So horrible things. Yeah, you told me you was going through. I heard you. I heard you. But guess not how you feel now.
I feel good.
Because you got the word.
I feel good putting up to
Yeah, that's right.
It's on that word with all things.
That's right. All right. That's right, brother. So, all right, you up there sneak putting precepts on the comic board. Read how should I know Nas precepts on the comic board because I'm gonna start reading them. Gonna be all another 10 minutes. Lord have mercy. We love you, Father, and we love this truth, and we love this brotherhood. Hopefully, this been edifying to the spirit and party. How about you, all praises, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles out there, those don't DMS. Honor so I can run the point with the name Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, truth and sincerity. Shalom to the sisters, the elect lady. All right, you can't leave trouble over your husband to get there. How about you, Yahweh Shai? Shalom to the children. I hope the righteous elect. We're almost out of here. We're very, very close. This is the time to get very serious. It's the time to really cinch it down and, lock in. Okay, make sure your proverbial house is in order, because this flesh's shoot is about to be. Oh, that sounds like a good lesson. This flesh is about to be changed. Okay, I gotta write that down before I forget it. This flesh is about to be changed. Okay, so I let this flesh die and may the spirit live. Shalom and ball. Turn those machines back on. Sell, listen. Sell.